Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Tennessee Titans 7-round mock draft. If your team picks before 26 and you want to see that, video's already out, and if they pick after, then the video's on the way. We're trying to get out a video for every team before the draft starts, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's get into the Titans. So this is a team that's kind of in a weird spot because I don't have enough assets to move up, and I don't think I don't know who I want to take here. Jermaine Johnson's very tempting, but I don't think edge is our number one need. I think receiver is probably up there, but also, I love George Pickens, and I'm glad he's finally getting love, towards the top of the board, as he really had been so underrated for so long. I wonder if Christian Watson's finally moving up. Nope, but he will. So Tyler Smith, somebody that I think he's probably going to profile at guard at the next level, and he's a really good player, but that might be where we go here, as we do need a guard. And is Zion Johnson off the board? I assume that he is. I don't see him. Let's see, because I might have just missed him, but I'm a big fan of him, and he must be. So, oh, there it is, the Patriots. I guess I'm just blind, but this is one I might try to trade back a couple spots, but the Vikings at 46 is just not something that I really want to do. And Tyler Smith might be the move here, in all honesty, because they really need a guard, and if they need him to play tackle, he could, but I think he's just really profiles well at guard. I like Kenyon Green a lot too, but yeah, I think we're going to go with Tyler Smith. I haven't seen him this high very often. He's been kind of in the 40s for a long time, so I'm glad he's finally getting the love he deserves, because he's a really good player. And now we're going to send him all the way down to pick 90, which is the Titans' second pick. I believe that second rounder went, I don't even remember. It wasn't Robert Woods, because Robert Woods is like a sixth who they picked up. And now at number 90, Carson Strong could be the pick here, honestly. I like a lot of these receivers here. I think we might be able to get away with waiting just a little bit longer. Kyle Phillips might be the move, though. And this is a tough one because, see, my thoughts with Ryan Tannehill is they're paying him a lot of money. He's really just mediocre. I mean, he didn't show up in the playoffs. And I don't want to overreact to the Bengals game, where he had a bad game, and that's pretty clear. But you don't want to just dump your franchise quarterback who's kind of brought you back up from mediocrity just because he had one bad playoff game. I know they haven't been able to get it done very often in the playoffs, but still, as much as I like Carson Strong here in the third round, I don't think he's really what they need. I think they kind of could go for more of a developmental guy, and I think Carson Strong is honestly probably ready to start if he's healthy. But I think we might sit here and pick receiver. I'll look at corner too just to check it out, but we can wait a little bit on some of these guys. Because, I like Kobe Bryant down the board. I like, a lot of these guys. So, yeah, we're going to go with receiver. And since they picked up Robert Woods, I'm going to go with Kyle Phillips here to be their slot guy. Really good player, underrated. I'm glad he's finally moving up the board and getting the love he deserves because, he's really talented. And that's going to be a good pick. They could have gone with Wandale, but I like Kyle Phillips there. Now we'll see what trade opportunities. Nothing I'm too interested in with the Saints. And we'll check out corner. And with Kobe Bryant here, as they really was a run on corners right in front of us. Barnes went, as well as guys like McCollum and Mathis and, Taylor, Flott. All these guys went. So we're going to go with Kobe Bryant, a guy I haven't picked, but a guy I'm a big fan of. I think he's kind of underrated because he won the Thorpe over Sauce, and I think that was, obviously, I think we know who's the better player there, but he's still underrated because if he was kind of living in his shadow, it was just kind of a weird reverse effect. But really good player, and I'm happy to get him there. Now we're probably going to look to go edge. Could get another offensive lineman, but not yet, I don't think. And I think I'm going to butcher his name, but Ioma Uwazurike, Iowa State guy. Happy getting him here. I think he's very talented. Uwazurike, I think that's, I'm close, I hope. Apologies if I'm butchering his name. If you know how to pronounce it, please let me know in the comments because I would like to know. And now, here at 169, this might be a spot where we go away from the needs that PFF has and pick up a backup running back. Now, this is a tough one because I like Ty Chandler a lot as a guy out of the backfield, and as a receiver, that is. But I think I don't know if you want a compliment to Derrick Henry or another guy like him. I'm going to bet that they are going to go with a guy like him, and I'm going to pick up Brian Robinson, who can really just grind out tough yards and do a lot of the thing. I mean, not to the same level as Derrick Henry. He's definitely not that kind of, Derrick Henry is just a unique player, but Brian Robinson can be a really good second option out of the backfield. I mean, we can honestly go a third running back if we really wanted to, but we're not going to. Now here at 204, still some decent tackles on the board. This might be a good spot for Caleb Ellaby, but I'm going to see not anything I want to trade with. I think we're going to wait on other positions. We're going to grab Caleb Ellaby. I think he's a good player. I think he's underrated. I haven't done too much research into him myself. I really haven't gotten that far down the board personally. I just haven't had the time, but good player. Maybe he develops. It's just a flyer. Maybe he just randomly becomes your franchise guy. You never know. And Chris Paul should not be here in round 6. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. But, this could be a fun narrative. Let's pair him with Tyler Smith. Let's have the Tulsa duo coming down to Tennessee. And that is going to wrap up our draft. And I'm pretty happy with how this went. Tyler Smith is a guy I'm having to adjust to taking in the first because he's really been down the board for a long time for a lot of people. But he's a talented guy, especially at guard. I mean, he could be ridiculous. And I think I'm happy getting him there. They like Uwazurike. I really hope so. Yeah, I think I got that close. They don't like Ellaby, but Ryan Tannehill is, I don't know. I just don't think he's the long-term answer. He's getting old. He's sneakily probably 34 or something, 33. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. Like Kobe Bryant there, that's not a reach. Kyle Phillips is good at 90. Tyler Smith good in the first round. Brian Robinson, Chris Paul, great down the board. Very happy with this draft, so let me know what you guys think of it because Titans, kind of a weird team to draft for, but definitely enjoyed doing them. Next video will be out tomorrow. Maybe even today at this point. We'll have to double post as we get into it. But let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know what you think of all these prospects. And if I've pronounced Uwazurike right. Hoping so. But with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.